Hi and good morning. Today is the 29th of July 2017. It's a Saturday. It's a beautiful day. And when I woke up, I was thinking about some of the words of the 5 C's of leadership that I had posted as a research question yesterday. And I thought, why don't I deal with vote of no competence and discuss that in the context of confidence and communication, and using the context of the political air or the political dynamics that are going on around Kenya at this particular time. But remember this, leadership, the kind of leadership I talk about is not to do with titles and positions. I aim to speak about leadership that starts from you and going to the other person. Leadership that is influence rather than leadership that is of position and power and all these other things. So it's to do with how we add value to other people. So when I was thinking about this and I thought about Kenya and how much people are talking at this particular time, I thought maybe I should put it together and be able to talk to us to find about the word competence and how it can fall into that context. So we hear people say a vote of no confidence. And what does this mean? It shows that a majority does not support the policy of a leader or a governing body. On the other hand, competence is the ability to do something successfully and efficiently. Now, when we hear about these political campaigns, everybody is talking, the political leaders are talking, and we are becoming the advisors coming from Facebook, newspapers, media, everywhere. People are giving these people advice and they're speaking their mind and they're saying this and that and that. But I have some few genuine questions today. And these genuine questions, number one is, does good talking equal to effective communication? Of course not. Talking is a good form of communication, but it does not necessarily mean we are successfully and effectively communicating. Maybe people are not listening. Maybe they're not understanding. Maybe they don't even consider what you're talking about. So talking does not mean that it's effective communication. Number two, are good talkers confident? Again, I will say no. So many people can be good talkers, but in actual sense, they're shielding something. They could be covering their incompetences with this shield of talking and talking and talking, but they may not be saying something that is worthwhile. Third, does good talking mean that the person is competent? Again, I will say not necessarily. We can talk about things that we are not competent about. I'm still developing my leadership qualities and I can't say I'm 100% competent. No, because I depend on you to give me feedback and to assess my leadership qualities to tell me whether I'm competent or not competent. And I know myself as well, the areas that I'm trying to improve on. So if I bring up the 5 C's that I had talked about yesterday, it was to do with competence, courage, communication, consistency, and compass. I'm trying to develop all these. But today, while I consider these 3, I was asking myself, what is competent leadership? And because I believe leadership starts with you and I, then I was asking myself a few questions, and it's the same questions I'll ask you. How are you leading your life? How are you adding value to yourself and to others? And are you successful and efficient in your leadership? So as the people go out to vote for Kenyan government or governing, they should remember this. The leaders will be there because the titles will be filled in, the positions will be filled in, and the leadership will continue. But it does not necessarily mean that those people are competent in those positions. However much they talk right now, we know politicians do talk a lot. It doesn't necessarily mean that they will be good leaders. Some of them could have their own motives onto why they want to go into those positions. So people shouldn't fight about the manifestos or who is the best leader of all. They should just remember this. Leadership starts with you where you are right now, in the way you lead your life, in the way you add value to your life and to that of others, and in the way you are successful and efficient in your life and in the way you lead others. Leadership is influence. Leadership is adding value to others. So have a wonderful, wonderful day today. And remember, if you have any questions, you can ask them. You can put your comments there. You can give me feedback and tell me if I'm improving. And one of the other things I'm trying to improve among the 5 C's is consistency. So I'm trying to put all these things together and be consistent, and therefore have some direction in life. So God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Please do remember to comment below and let me know how you feel about this topic of competence. And if you can answer some of the questions I have asked in your own way, they are all welcome. God bless you.